Hey y'all, I decided to take a little bit of time to sit here and talk with y'all. And before you get sidetracked by the fact that I don't have my hair done, I don't have any makeup on, my face looks like white as a ghost, I wanted to share with you because, we're quarantined, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't feel like getting up, I don't feel like doing anything, unfortunately. But I have, like the rest of you, been spending quite a bit of time online buying shit. So I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I've purchased that have given me this ghost-like appearance. Anyway, so I'm really trying to work on my skin. And by doing that, I want that glowed up look. So I'm like, I want to be all glowed up, stay all glowed up, because you know how we're inside and we're not getting any sunlight. And I ordered some handy dandy vitamin D. Oh wait, vitamin D, which is so important for us to take. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find out where the camera is so I can look at it but I keep looking at myself because this cream has me a little bit torn. Anyway, get you some vitamin D. I don't mean the other kind, because I definitely on strike. No, I'm playing. TMI. Anyway, bottom line is, what I want you to think about is taking care of yourself, because there's going to be a time when we're not dealing with this crap. And I don't want y'all to think that I take it lightly, because I do not. I swear I do not. But the problem I have with the COVID-19 is everything seems to be affected. And I think that's the part that I have to research a little bit more and come into an understanding of. Meaning, I think the fact that our economy is suffering, and that is what this is doing to us more than anything. The deaths, yes, unfortunately, but it's really hard to grasp that our economy is suffering, and we may not know it as we used to. Just reality. And so, we have this new wave of everybody buying and selling masks and stuff, but it is what it is. And in order for us, and I've said this in previous videos, in order for us to evolve, you have to come into a point in your life where you're like, you know what? That's true. I agree with that. I do need to fix this. I do need to fix that. I do need to acknowledge this. I do need to acknowledge that, because I'm not sure where, and I'm not saying that this isn't in all races, and I don't mean to stereotype and pick apart things, but, I have Black, and I have Irish, and I have Indian, and I have other things in me and in my family, some more of it than others, but it still makes me a mixture of races. So I'm not racist, and I'm not pinpointing one race over another. What I am saying, however, is that within the race that I identify with, African American, there are a lot of issues that create our block. And by that I mean, if you are trying to evolve to a certain place in life, and you're trying to go somewhere in life, until you're honest with yourself, whether you're a gossiper, whether you're somebody that always spilling tea, but you don't never tell about your damn self, whether you're somebody in any negative capacity, you need to reckon with yourself and be like, you know what? I'm not as all glowed up as I seem to be. Get your life. Acknowledge the shit. The economy is sucked. It's sucking right now. And the things that we used to do now, I'm going to just speak on it because, hey, Black people have never been ones to let other people cook their food. There are those of us that do, but then I'm saying that's the first time I'd ever heard of a people that didn't like for someone else to cook their food when I lived in the South. And I was like, what? What do you mean? If my mama didn't make it, or my wife didn't make it, or sister or brother or uncle or daddy or somebody that they trusted, then they did not want to eat it. So why I'm saying that is because I feel like even though there's no acknowledgement of this COVID thing, when you think about people that are upper class and have more money or whatnot, those people tend to fraternize out and about, drinks, dinner, having somebody cook their shit, And I don't care what nobody says. I was having a conversation on Twitter with a doctor. Forgot his name. Sorry, doc. But he basically said that the fact that we should be, at least percentages, we should be at better numbers, because if people were staying at home and protecting themselves appropriately, it would not be spreading. He said, but it's not working because nobody's doing it, basically. So then I say something back, and I'm not really a rebel or a controversial person, but I believe what I believe, and right is right and wrong is wrong, period. Okay? Never let a person I know go hungry. Never didn't take care of somebody else's kid just because they weren't my kid. My son was the only child, so anybody he brought in the house, I wanted him to feel like they was family so that he didn't have the emptiness. But a whole nother tape. But the fact that he brought up that it is not helping because people don't want it to do it is very profound. And again, it goes with a truth. If you are sitting around telling yourself that this is not that and so on and so forth, and somebody made this up, okay, fine. Nobody's telling you you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? But what you have to realize and come to terms with at this moment is, even if somebody did create it, let's just say it was created and somebody put it out there and then it's mutating is the fucking problem. And beep, I think I'm have to say this is not good for kids, but it's mutating. And because it's mutating, then that means that possibly for everybody's body that it gets into, it turned into something else to try and kill them or take over their organs or whatever. So when they cough or spew their spit on somebody else, it goes into their body and then it mutates to you. So that's the reason why they keep on saying there's problems and they can't figure this shit out. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It takes common knowledge, and you get that from research, learning, reading, acceptance of shit, and growing with the knowledge that this could be true or not true. Because at a point when you research something, you get to input your own belief and opinion. The problem, even with this whole COVID thing in the world in general, is that y'all keep forgetting that God gave you your own mind to make up. Feel what you feel, believe what you believe. But see, don't use it in the ways that you've been using it, which haven't been getting you anywhere. That is being negative, not accepting who you are, not admitting your faults so that you can evolve. And I speak to everyone, but I specifically see it in the race that I identify with. So with that being said, I want you to love yourself. And if that means you got $50 and your light bill is due and it's $48.99 and you need to pay the bill because it will get cut off within the next 2 days if you don't, your job is to investigate ways to benefit yourself than to hurt yourself, but legally. Okay, so maybe or maybe not you can make a payment arrangement and pay half now and half next week. The point that I'm making is every time you get $1, save it for you. Buy yourself some shit. Make yourself feel good about you. Love yourself. You are not at fault if you do that, but you need to handle business first and then do it for yourself. Some of y'all will gravitate onto this and grasp onto it. Some of you might not be sidetracked by this shit on my face, but I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. The point that I'm making is love yourself. And if you really are about being glowed up and all this other shit, then do what you need to do to protect you. But embrace your truth, okay? That's all I'm saying. Embrace your truth. And you learn me, I work on a lot of double and triple and quadruple entendres. Don't know what it means? Look at a entendre. The fact is that everything is connected and everything has a meaning and everything coincides with other things to help you grow. So whatever message you get, whatever you take out of a lesson, whatever you take out of a journey, venture, or whatever, make it a truth. Don't sugarcoat it and turn it into some shit that it's not, only because you don't want to face reality. Okay? So anyway, that's that. I spent about 10 minutes telling y'all about that. That's true. That's real. That's trio, okay? It's 100 plus. So y'all got to deal with life. Deal with it. Anyway, so I go out and, where's the bottle? I'm trying to find the bottle. I go out and I buy this stuff because I'm into hydration. So now, those of you who are aging, the secret to hydration the secret to ageless skin and making your skin look good is to have moisture lock into your skin so that it removes the wrinkles and the sagginess of your skin. So I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but as I just said, I enjoy learning about stuff and teaching people those things. Okay, as you can see, I'm all real because I can't find the damn bottle. But anyway, I'll find it in a minute. When I find it, I'll show it to you. Excuse me, because in reality, it doesn't really matter what moisturizer you use. What matters is how you get it into your skin. Now, I just ordered something else on 4 easy payments. Actually, it was 6 easy payments of QVC. Love that app. It just has some things that you need sometimes. But again, you got to get in your truth and be disciplined, because you can't spend up all your money on yourself either. You have to save some for things that you need. So anyhow, with that being said, it was time to treat myself. Because again, I've been waiting a long time. For those of you who know me, I took care of my mom by choice, but I loved every minute of it because she was my road dog. We would go places and do things, and I'm so happy that I had that opportunity to spend with her and enjoy her and get to know her and be friends with her and mother and daughter. It felt wonderful, and I miss her. I miss her a lot. But anyway, getting back into what I'm talking about our skin is, we've talked about being glowed up on a fake level. Let's talk about being glowed up when we do our makeup, we do our hair, we do all this. Being glowed up is so awesome. Like, I was doing my Uber driving. This girl gets in my Uber, young girl, but she looked like she could be like Italian and English or something like that. But she spoke English, but I'm saying just in her lineage, because she was dark and olive with dark hair. But her skin was like, oh my God, I was like, what is on your skin? And then she told me, and I freaking forgot, but it started with a W, and I'll figure it out, find it or whatever. But in the meantime, I decided to try this new product that I'll share with you when it arrives. But I'm really excited because it has 140% saturation or hydration into your skin. And they demonstrated by using, one of those sponges that grow when you wet it. So they took 2 of those, and one stayed flat, because they put the same amount of liquid on it that they did of this hydrating cream. And when they did that, the one that they used that had the same amount of liquid but no effect didn't even make the sponge swell. But the product that I'm purchasing made this sponge swell so big it was almost a regular size sponge compared to how the other one didn't. So with all that being said, I say that to say that there are many different products. You have to find where it works. But her skin it looked like I could even, gosh, it just looked so beautiful and was wet and moist and dewy. And anywho, she was young, but the point isn't that. The point is, if you take care of yourself, love yourself, then you can too find products that will work for your skin and hydration. I mean, we're evolving, whether that means aging or not. I mean, you can age however you want to, but I'm just saying, for those of you that want that look, there are many different tricks out there. So anyway, I love Aveda products. I use some of the products for my hair, for my skin, so on and so forth. They have this wonderful product that I love. It's like an oil, and you might not be able to see it, but it's really pretty on your hair. A, and B, when you have natural hair and it starts to grow out, Aveda has this product, and I'll tell you about that some of the time, that you rub in your hair a specific way, and it repairs the split ends immediately. And then when you go to brush your hair, you don't have no crackling and popping. Woo. Anywho, whole nother show. Point being is, I bought this skin stuff. And so when I read it, it said tint, hydration, moisturizer. So I knew that tint meant it would give a look to your face. But one of the things that moisturizing talks about a lot as well is how it brings your face to one color. So if you're a person that has like light skin patches and dark skin patches, this tint moisturizer is kind of one of those things where you use it and you put it on and it brings your face to one color. So I guess the problem that I'm liking is lightening up my skin more than darkening my skin. And that just means that it's identifying with the pigments. Now, with that, I have, I know what y'all think this is, but that's not what it is, okay? This is it's called, I'll turn it around. It's called Kaiser, I think. And so it's a laser, and you put it on different parts of your skin, and it will help with the puffiness, the lines, but it will help the moisturizer to penetrate in your skin. So you turn it on, you have these glass tips that actually are inserted in the front here, and I'm going to show you how it works. That's why I'm not taking it apart. But with that being said, I'm going to turn it on, and you turn it on, and you'll know because it'll have these little rays of light. It's electric, so it has these little rays of light. So then you begin to put it on your space, the spaces that you want to saturate more moisture. Ow! No, I'm playing. Okay, so anyhow, you lay it on here, and it will immediately start to make the blood vessels. Because I always do so it has one for your eyes. It has ones for these lines up here. It has ones for the smile line. But I tend to use this one because it'll fit under my eyes or whatever. But as you start massaging it in and whatnot, you'll start noticing how your wrinkles and different things will start to plump up. And so it's like it's bringing that part of the skin that's away from you or away, making the indentation. It's like it's rising that piece up and it's making it less noticeable. See, like I have lines up here, but when I use the moisturizer and then I put the Kaiser on top of it, it helps. Like this smile line. Lots of it. I've always had a chubby face, so it didn't really matter because I had these chubby cheeks. But now I feel some kind of way because I've lost weight and some of the skin is little hanging or whatever. But anyway, so I just wanted to show y'all that and to tell you that there are other ways to stay glowed up. Okay. But for the most part, I just kind of am letting you know also that this is a time of reckoning with yourself, and sometimes you just have to listen. Now, I don't know what people believe on a spiritual level. Like, are you like, okay, God, Jehovah, Yahweh, Muhammad, Allah, I mean, whatever you do, or you could be into spiritual beings like, I think they're kind of getting away from saying psychic, but basically like that. So, and the reason why I say that is because you have to find what you identify with so that you're able to put into perspective how you're going to evolve to your next level. You have to understand who you're praising, who you're glorifying, who it is that you give the sovereignty to. And that's definitely a whole nother show in regard to what I believe and what I feel you should believe. I do feel that you have to have something that you believe in. so that you can identify with positivity and allow yourself to elevate and evolve on different levels of being a person, a human, being good at your craft, being good in life, being successful, happy. I mean, I see these commercials and they're talking about, are you feeling this way or that way because you're stuck in the house with COVID? I don't. I don't feel depressed. I feel the happiest and the most satisfied and the most love for myself, within myself, by myself, that I have ever felt in my life. And the reason I say that is because, do I want to be married? Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want the perfect? Of course. I mean, but I have learned how to become disciplined and to block my mind from certain things and desires, because guess what? For me and the type of learner that I am and how I evolve is I need to be completely silent, quiet. Sometimes I love it dark. I don't turn on the lights, or I'll open up a curtain. You see my curtains behind me, I leave them closed because my apartment is built around a corridor. Don't want to say a corridor, not a corridor, but it's built, it's built in a circle. So you can't get in unless you have, key access with your car for the garage to park, or if you come in the front door with your proper security keys and stuff like that. People have to be buzzed in. So we're built around the swimming pool. And so the sun is beautiful because it radiates off the swimming pool and beams into my apartment right here. And everyone that leaves their house or comes to your house, you have to walk by another person's window to get there. So it reminds me of like an old school hotel, but then they renovated it and they're gorgeous. But with all that being said, just saying that to say that I don't like people walking by my damn window, and I don't like people being able to see in my apartment. I just am very private. I feel like, me personally, I know what makes me, and I know what is too much. So when I feel like I'm overstimulated or have too much stimuli, I come into my cave, and I love it in here. And maybe I'm a little bear or something. I don't know. A little grumpy. But I enjoy being in my cave because this is my solace. That's why with this quarantine, that doesn't bother me, because that was always me anyway. And I would always come to my place of solace to regain my position out in, the environment. Because I love people. I love y'all. I love being around you. But I'm telling you, for a minute after my mom passed, and this is real, I was depressed, of course, and I stayed in here and I hermited myself. And then I went to New York and I worked for the whole year to totally put my mind out of it. So I was on a whole nother coast, and I was only coming home every now and then. And it ended up to where I had to get a housekeeper who comes in and cleans, because like you when you don't come home and you've been gone, it gets dusty and dirty and little creatures and whatnot. And plus you forgot to throw something away or whatever. So anywho, I was in New York that whole year, and I could not believe the space I was in at that moment. Like, I had spent so much time in my own space grieving that I did not realize where I was in life, if that makes sense. It was like I woke up and I was like, damn, I'm in New York. I'm working. Everything's working out. I feel positive. I feel happy. Like, what the heck is going on? And at that moment, I realized that depression or the grieving that I did to be in my little cave and to come out of the woman that I was, I now realize that I had let go of some of the negative things that made me feel as if I was being inhibited. I could not release. So I took that moment to really embrace where I was and what was going on in life. And I just became happier. I became more in tune to myself, more loving to myself, more patient with other people, to the point where, when I used to be upset and cuss somebody out, I didn't feel nothing. I was just in the red. Now, if I get upset, it makes my body feel so exhausted and not the person that I am. So I know I've released some things, and part of it was like that, and that's even like in my music. A lot of y'all say, and we'll have another show on this, but I'm just gonna bring this out. A lot of y'all say, dang Dina, that ain't you, you ain't singing, I'm used to you singing, blah 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 blah. Y'all have to realize music, being in the entertainment business, it really pisses me off. But again, it's a whole nother show. When I see, oh, I'm the best vocal trainer out there, you don't have to have talent to sing, you can learn how to do this. Okay, so you can, okay? But those are the people that have screwed up the industry, because singing is where it came from, period. Barbara Streisand. I'm saying that because I'm saying I'm not just partial to the Billie Holidays, the Diana Rosses, the Phyllis Hymans of the world. So with that being said, learn your history and appreciate where it came from. Not saying all, but some. But with all that being said, learning how to sing is not just an event, okay? And I hate that it's a bandwagon thing. Oh my God, I could get on a tangent, but I won't. The point is, I know I'm not where I used to be because I'm not where I was. I'm where I'm at, okay? So because of that, I need to be here in order to get there. And when I say there, I looked up because I'm evolving, okay? And so that means going through your past like the pages of a book, and you have to pull things out and deal with each one of those things appropriately in order for us or you to be able to evolve, period. Now, break it down how you want to, but listen to it. It's real. I'm telling you, it's real. When I talk to you, I'm only telling you about stuff that I've experienced, period. Point blank and the period. But anyway, I will get there with my music, but the vulnerability and the places you have to go to pull that out are awesome. And somebody that I listen to, I love him, and he really makes me understand how to feel the song, and that is Justin Bieber. Love Justin Bieber. His new album is bomb. Love it, love it, love it. I can't even pick, but I love Chances. I love a lot of the songs on his album, and he makes me really just, dang, Justin, you went there. And I'm like, wow, I felt like he's really in love with his wife, and pretty soon there'll be a baby coming. Yay. Anyway, I just know that, just feel that, just vibe that. But with all that being said, I said that because I have evolved into this woman that wants to love herself. And so I lost 100 pounds. Well under 200. And I'm probably still losing weight because two reasons. Because now I eat completely different. And that's part of taking care of yourself, evolving. I eat a lot of organic. I eat a lot of vegan. I have started putting meat back into my diet because I was lethargic, and I would drink protein shakes, but then I didn't want to have dairy. So now I buy a lot of non-dairy stuff. I have non-dairy ice cream, non-dairy milk, non-dairy butter, vegan butter. I mean, stuff that tastes good, that I love, that I feel great eating. And I eat organic coconut sugar, which has low carbs and 2 teaspoons, and it actually sweetens my coffee. So I love that because I don't want to use Equal. I don't want to use stevia. They all taste funny, and I feel like something tastes funny, you can't have it. So I just have to use the sugar as one of my carbs when I eat because I am diabetic. So because of that, I have to count my carbs and my sugar, and it gets annoying. But sometimes after breakfast, I spike really high when I do carbs, but it's a good spike depending on what I ate. And most of the time, if I have all protein, like eggs, I love boiled eggs, and I love bacon. Sorry, not giving it up. But what I do is cut it in half so that when I cook it, I'm cooking 4 slices of halves, but it's making me think I'm having 4 slices of bacon. It works, okay? And I buy good bacon, like OC. So there's not a lot of shrinkage. Anywho, $8 for bacon. What? Ugh. Anyway, so I say that to say, my people, I love you. Even the people that are part of me, that are less of my people than my people, I love you. I am Trill 110%. And I think all of you should take the time it takes to love you, glow up, stay up, evolve up, glowing up, glow up your skin, glow up your personality, glow up your mentality, grow up your spirituality. Stay all glowed up. All right? Love you. Bye-bye.